the Health Hub Live. My name is Brandon, and I'm one of the occupational therapists here at St Vincent's Private Hospital in Sydney. Today, we're going to be discussing the topic of energy conservation and strategies and how you can conserve and serve your energy. So, this video contains information of a general nature. You should not rely on this information or this video as medical advice, and we always encourage you to speak to your healthcare provider about your condition. So the topic today focuses more on the older population, and if you do have a family member of the older population, this will be great information for them. So energy conservation is how we conserve our energies while we are doing activities of daily living or certain tasks throughout the day. So in occupational therapy, we have a few strategies, and these involve the 4 Ps of energy conservation. They are prioritizing, planning, pace, and positioning. So prioritizing is categorizing on what needs to be done and what is the most important. So we categorize them into urgent, important, needs actioning, does not need to be done straight away, and will require assistance. Planning. So planning is planning your day and planning on what time of the day you will do certain activities. So if you or a family member has struggled with fatigue or breathlessness, this is great for them. So organizing your day and planning what tasks will be done throughout the day where you do have that most energy, and also planning so if there are certain tasks that require assistance, that the assistance will be there. And then planning in breaks into larger tasks that will need to be completed. Pacing. So pacing also includes scheduling breaks and it is involved around on the pace we complete certain activities. So it's taking your time, not rushing to get certain activities done. And then we have positioning. So we have our posture, body positioning, and also equipment that can assist with our positioning. So if it's a shower chair so you can shower seated and conserve your energy, or if it's seating on the edge of the bed while you were dressing. And then there's equipment such as a long-handled sponge to assist with that, or a long-handled reacher. So activities of daily living, or our ADLs, there are a few strategies around on how we can conserve our energy while we're completing those tasks. So they include showering, dressing, toileting, grooming, and eating. So conserving energy around showering could be through the time of day, the water temperature, as water temperature can increase our fatigue, and then we have equipment. So if you find you have the most energy in the morning, it could be a good idea to shower in the morning and possibly shower seated, so you're not consuming your energy while you are standing up. So there's certain equipment or tools we like to use, such as a long-handled sponge, and then a shower chair, a shower stool, or if you have a bath, there's a bath board so you can be seated, and it also assists with getting in and out of the bath. So dressing and conserving energy around getting changed. So this could be based around positioning. So getting dressed while you were seated, and then also equipment, a handled reacher, a sock aid, which can assist in the positioning, so you are not putting out a lot of energy completing a task such as dressing. Toileting. So conserving your energy around toileting could be improved with some equipment. So if you find a family member or yourself struggle to stand up often on the toilet seat and you are expanding a lot of energy while you're doing so, an equipment such as an over toilet aid could improve, as it does give you handles and rails to push off with, and it also does increase the height of the toilet seat. So grooming, so little pieces of equipment such as an electric toothbrush can also help with assisting and you conserving your energy, as you are not putting out so much energy completing a task where you were moving your arms so much with the electric toothbrush. And then eating. So being aware of where you're eating your food, making sure the table or the seat you're on is at appropriate height. And then there's pieces of equipment so you can get cutlery that are a bit thicker, so it increases or decreases how much force you were putting through the piece of cutlery. And then we have further activities so that are a bit more complex, such as your cooking, your laundry, your cleaning, and your shopping. So with cooking, this could be based around separating the parts of the meal. So if you're marinating or if you're cooking marinated chicken for dinner, it could be marinating the chicken in the morning and then completing the cooking of it at night. You can also complete your cooking seated. So there are kitchen stools. So you're not on your feet and standing on your feet throughout the whole process. So laundry and the cleaning. So the positioning of your washing machine and your dryer. So the positioning of those can affect how much energy you're putting out. If you're always having to bend down to reach to your dryer or your washing machine, you can put out a lot of energy. So focusing on conserving that energy, it could be having that at an appropriate height if possible, or requiring assistance, or breaking it up into smaller loads of washing. So you're only doing one bed sheet, or you're doing two bed sheets, or you're doing the socks and whatnot earlier in the morning. And then you have the cleaning. So cleaning, you can conserve energy such as cleaning one room at a time, or completing the sweeping on one day, or completing it one room for each day of the week. Another little way is also, if it's possible, to have a bin or something in every room. So if you have some rubbish in one room, you're not having to walk throughout the house to put it in a bin. And then cleaning. So if you do require assistance, so requiring assistance with the cleaning can also through cleaners. And then the shopping. So shopping can be completed online if possible, but also planning your shopping trip. So if you're familiar with your shopping centre or your Woolies or your Coles, planning your trip, so making sure you have a fair routine and a fair way to go, planning your breaks and scheduling those into the trip, and then also making sure you have a list of what you need so you are not wasting or spending a lot of energy walking around looking for certain items. And then also the environment. So the environment can impact you conserving energy, and this is based around dressing appropriately. So if it is a fairly hot day out there, making sure you are dressing appropriately, as the heat can consume a fair bit of your energy, especially if you're wearing a jumper or something in this fairly hot heat. So thank you for your time today. If you do have any questions, please feel free to comment below and we'll get back to you. Thank you.